everybody! I know it's been a little bit since I posted last. It's not been too long. It's been just like maybe a couple of days. But I kind of just wanted to let everybody know what's going on because I found my answers here on YouTube, so I want to put my story on YouTube. So if something happens and someone's out there searching for this, they'll stumble upon me. So let's start at the beginning. The beginning is that I was having fertility issues. When I was about 21, I got diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome, or PCOS. It's what I always thought. I always had for years. Okay, well, I have PCOS. This is why this and this, and it all leads up and everything happens. I married my soulmate, decided I wanted to have kids. Search the internet, search YouTube, everything about where can I go or what can I do to get pregnant on PCOS, change my diet. And that's when I decided, I'm leaning up against my nerd show. That's when I decided to go have a gastric bypass. So in November 11th of 2015, I had gastric bypass. Since then, I've lost 130 pounds, and I would do it all over again. That's the decision I ever made. But the PCOS symptoms never went away. So it got me to thinking, what if it's something else? So what I found out was my fertility specialist, after doing ultrasounds, blood draws, was having the same issue, saying my TSH was high or this or this. So he decided to put me, first he had an MRI done of my brain. I wanted to see if it was a pituitary issue. It wasn't. My pituitary was fine, but it did turn out that I had a dermoid tumor. It had nothing to do with the fertility issues because the dermoid tumor is in the quadrilateral. It's nowhere near. Sorry, it's nowhere near where it would bother me in that situation. So, where do we go from here? They decided that they were going to try to supplement my thyroid. They'll put me on thyroid medicine. They put me on 25 mics. So I felt good. I felt damn good. I felt like I was just all over the place, just tons of energy. Well, then my PCP did a wellness check for my insurance, and my TSH was bottomed out. It was at 0.01, and my T4 was at 2.91, which is, he said, heart failure mode, or organ failure mode. So he took me off of it. So in the time that it took me to come, that I went off of it, it was like a span of a month or it was 6 weeks. It was a month and a half. He tested me again, and it flipped. My T4 was a little low, and then my TSH was 8.8. So, about 2 weeks later, they checked my blood again. But in that time span, I talked to a good friend of mine who's a dietitian and told her some issues I was having, and what would be the best diet to do with this, because everybody knows it comes down to what we put in our mouth. So she asked me a couple questions. She wanted a copy of my blood results. She took all that, and she sent me a message back, and she goes, "Have you ever heard of Hashimoto disease?" And I was like, "No, not once. What is it?" She said, "It's thyroid disease. It's where your body is making antibodies that is attacking your thyroid. It's thinking that it's something that's not supposed to be there, and it's trying to kill it." I was like, oh my gosh. So I started researching it. Well, on YouTube, found tons of people that have Hashimoto's and tons of stuff to look around at. So as I was looking and doing checklists and everything, I was like, oh my gosh, there are more yeses and nos. The ones that were nos was like osteoporosis and oh, I don't think I have osteoporosis. I mean, I don't know. That's a test, so I didn't know. So anything that was like a no or unsure was more like a test. So, my doctor never got back to me, so I just called and left a message there, and I said, I'm requesting to have my blood that was took on the 3rd to have y'all do an antibodies test on, because I know that blood that you draw is good for a week. So there was it. Okay. So they drew it, and it was a high positive. I have Hashimoto's disease. That's why my face is puffy, and I've gained about 15 pounds, and it's just, my joints hurt, my muscles hurt. Yesterday was a really bad day. I've had a dull headache for about 3 weeks. It's manageable. I can get through life, but it's just one of those like, oh, I wish it would stop headaches. Yesterday was really, really bad. I had a headache. My muscles hurt. It felt like I just ran like a marathon or something. It was horrible. And my joints were swollen. So I ended up, I went to shopping with my mom, and we went to Sam's, and I ended up using one of the buggies because it was just, it was too much. I was exhausted, and I just knew that, it was too much. But I didn't want to stay in the house. So what I want to do is I want to start like posting things on here about Hashimoto's, about my experience, because every single body is different. Nobody's the same. So my Hashimoto's is nothing like anybody else's, and theirs is not like mine. And there may be someone that has something similar to what I have, but everybody's body is different. So what I would like to do is like tell you my experience and my stories, and then we'll go from there. So as of right now, this Monday, the 16th, my doctor has sent me to an appointment. They are going to ultrasound my thyroid, see if I have any borders or anything. I think those are gross. No, they're gross, but I think they're gross. They're going to check for that, and then after they do that, she's going to put me on my medicine. So we know that 25 mics may be too much, so they may tweak it or give me a lower version of that and then something else to go with it. So I'm really excited. I'm hoping the medicine helps me, and I hope it makes me feel better, and I hope that it just gives me the energy to keep up with this channel, because I want to do it. Every time I have had a purse, I've gone to YouTube. Does anybody else have this purse? What do they think of this purse? What did they review? Did they unbox it? Makeup. Is there a review? Is there someone that didn't like it? Why didn't they like it? Why did they love it? This is how people are now. We all go to YouTube and we look for stuff. We look for reviews. So I want to be that person that kind of helps out. So that's just my personality. I just want to be that one person that kind of helps and kind of makes things a little bit easier for everybody else. So I will let y'all go, and I will see y'all later. Bye.